It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. And it's coming right up on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from the City Beautiful. This one fielded at the 5. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want, but this guy, he is hard to corral.
Cooper now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Right. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 16 more on that one and another first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. We know turnover margin always key, going to be really key in this one. And to force an opening drive turnover, that's huge.
It is, and you know something? There's one coach on every team that weighs in at the worst possible time, right? And this is bad. He just fumbled the football. Can't you just hear him right now? Son, you messed it up for everyone on that one. Messed up our offense, and now you put our defense in a bad spot.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And some room to work. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Back to throw. Moore. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Moore. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Moore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. And they got across the 50 last time but fumbled and turned it over, so they'll be looking to have a short-term memory here, Mr. Davis.
Not only a short-term memory, but a whole lot better ball security. Because if they take care of the ball, continue to move it, their chances of scoring some points, they got to feel pretty good about. They thought they had things moving in the right direction last time. Fumbles, they don't just affect you on offense, they affect your overall team because now your defense has to make that stand up.
Let's go now, let's go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing again. Cooper. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Cooper. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. Off play action. Cooper. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Cooper. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On the jump.
To throw is Moore. Throwing to start the drive. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ford. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Moore can't get away, and he's taken down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
2nd and 15. He finds his man complete. It's Ford. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Moore over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Moore on 1st and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jenkins. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Moore throwing on first down. He's got Smith here. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Operating from the gun. Moore finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. They'll look to throw again. Dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. A gigantic sack on 3rd and goal, a loss of 12.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't match the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Cooper. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Back to throw. Cooper. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Back to throw is Cooper from the gun on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play. But the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Moore now to throw from his end zone. He finds his man complete. That's Jenkins. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Looking to throw. Moore looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. They'll try the left side. It's Moore, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Moore. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Moore. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Moore over the middle to Smith. And he's going to have a 1st down, a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Back to throw. Moore. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Cooper on first down. And he's got it complete. Now line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Cooper. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
But so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Here's Cooper on 1st and 10. He's got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be from 49 yards out. And now the kick short, but this is a live football picked up in the end zone. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you across town to our studios here in Orlando and check in with the coach at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. From the 6. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And the Bronco offense ready to begin this third quarter play. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Moore, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. On second down, it's Moore. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Moore. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Now this is going to carry what? end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Right. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Offensive line right now really freeing up the rushing lanes on this drive.
And we have to give them props. They've earned them. But these big runs that we're seeing, they don't result without everyone else being involved as well. Blocking on the perimeter has to take place downfield too.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. It's right, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's right. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Off play action. Cooper. And he will find his man on the outside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's first and goal. Up the middle they go. Right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Now Moore, throwing to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. It's Jenkins. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Back to throw. Moore got his man complete over the middle. That's Ford. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Operating from the gun, Moore. And this one complete to Smith. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Operating from the gun, Moore. Over the middle, complete. It's Ford. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Ready, set. Unlock line. Check. Down left.
They'll run on first down. It's Moore. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Moore. This will be caught inside the 10. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Moore. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Second and goal from inside the 5. Operating from the gun. Moore. Touchdown! From 4 yards out. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Cooper. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Cooper. Wide open receiver complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Cooper. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 37-yard line. Operating from the gun, Cooper. Trying to improvise. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cooper. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Cooper throwing on first down to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a 1st down. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a play fake here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
On 2nd down now. It's right, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. And there was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a Bengals score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. So the Broncos now down by 4, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Nothing open downfield. They went underneath.
Yeah, see if you can get it to your running back. See if you can make someone miss in the open field.
The Broncos in the hurry-up trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals, trailing by a field goal. A little under 50 seconds to go. Now they need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And he comes back with one complete. Timeouts. As they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Cooper now off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Cooper. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
On second down, it's Wright. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So it'll be the Bengals with the football here to start the overtime session as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
Second down and 8. Now a first throw here in overtime. Complete to Wright. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. Now Cooper looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3. I know they may want to go for this, but the smart play probably to punt it, even given the field position, right?
In a sense, you honor what they've done all game. And this is a defense that's held the score down, kept it tight, kept you right in it, and they're really jonesing for one more shot. Give it to them. Let them play defense for you and give you a better chance to win the game.
The Bengals bring out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now.
Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is...
And he loses the football a second time. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now Moore. To the right side, complete to Taylor.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Looking to throw. Moore.
Quick slant here to Smith.
And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Okay, break.
Moore now. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Back to throw. Moore. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Jack Panther. Bronco switch. Rock cleanup.
Looking to throw. Moore. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll try the left side. It's Moore. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
To throw is Moore. To throw on 2nd down.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Moore. Steps away. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. Moore. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Moore. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. And the defense is going to let him think about it a little as they use their 2nd timeout here. So on is their kicker, and it's down to this. This to win it in overtime. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. With this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Cooper will look to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play. Second and 10. Here's Cooper. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the 1st down with that throw.
Back to throw is Cooper on first down. Wright's got it.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Operating from the gun, Cooper.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So now on comes the field goal unit. And, wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's a rare two-miss ball game for him now. Normally one of the more dependable guys you're going to find around.
Very unlike him. One of the better kickers in the NFL. And I don't think there's anything wrong with him physically or mechanically. He's just having one of those games.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
Come on, come on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. One overtime. How about two? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that second overtime in just a moment. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. From the left hash, this from 37. And he got it. The kick is good. And they have won it here in double overtime.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the Bills and the Fins, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Here we go.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Let's do this, man. Got it. Ready?
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a third down.
Ready?
Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go option to the short side. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Young. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. Now a handoff up the middle. Irving. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
And, partner, when you run the ball on 3rd and 2, you're telling the whole world you've got nothing but confidence in your offensive line and your runner, and you expect to get it. But they were stuffed on that play. Only got 1 yard. Great job by the defensive front, the linebackers. Everyone got involved to force a 4th down.
The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Here we go.
2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Play action. Jacobs. He finds his man, complete. It's Wolf. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it's 2nd down. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jacobs. He gets it to die outright. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Just keeping the play alive. And that is incomplete.
It's very interesting to see what he decides to do next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Taken from just outside the 30. A second juke. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. It's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. That's McGee. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 22-yard scamper.
And the Bills are on the board first here this afternoon.
So a designed run all the way, and he took it the distance. I don't know that anybody saw that come.
Well, on this play, how about the vision of him? Being able to see the open field, make his move, and get there. Oftentimes, defenses have a spy for the quarterback position to try and take care of it. On that play, if they did, it certainly didn't
lost.
work. Yeah, there's no doubt.
Extra point up and through, and it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
So Miami coming out for their second drive. Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they had 3 tight ends in on that set.
And these guys are punching really well. I use boxing analogies a lot. A lot of coaches have told me that when you line up to run the football, it's 10 fist fights.
They go play action here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Wolf. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. On first down, Jacobs got his tight end. That's complete. It's Wolf down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Second and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring. Up the middle they go. Dive. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch in between the tackles, but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. James Robinson taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he takes this into the end zone.
And I love your description right there, right? 4th and short. They got that. No problem. Let's go ahead and get the rest of it. Finish it off in the end zone. Touchdown. Everyone goes away happy on that one.
Now the try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time to have a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Oh, nice move. And they work this out past the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. I don't think that's what the defensive coordinator had in mind there. You got him pinned back inside the 5, and then you let him rip off that long run.
You're already anticipating the film session, aren't you?
There's going to be some anger.
Yeah, there's not going to be at the greatest hits, is it? Because they didn't hit anyone on that play. Supposed to have them pinned back deep. Instead, they leave a big crack, a gaping hole, and guess what? They're in bad position right now.
Throwing on 1st down. Jacobs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
I would think as a play call, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
We always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Roll, alert, alert, hey, check that.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dye, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Seven, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Up the middle they go. Dive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Dive, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. KC's offense ready to take over.
It's showtime, baby. Oh, wait, nobody else to make it. Here we go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McGee. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They'll try the left side. Irving. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 42. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Myles Gaskin, the intended target.
And now it's 2nd down. Now
Now Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
On second down now, Irving. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Here we go. Back.
On 4th down, here's the option.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. The 40. Past the 20. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You've just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson now.
He finds his man, complete. It's Young. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a handoff up the middle. Irving. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
The number one mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely, because remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And that will be incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson.
And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
To throw on 2nd down, Jacobs. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Up the middle they go. Dive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jacobs.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete. But I think if you got a guy with wheels, it can be a really nice play because a lot of defenses, when they see empty, they come with pressure.
And without that protection, he took a hit there, went down to the ground.
Got a man complete. It's Hamler.
And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff up the middle. Dye. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jacobs. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now a give right side. Dye. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they went a little cautious there on 3rd and long.
And nothing wrong with that. Remember, they're playing with a lead right now. So getting a 1st down, yes, that would be great. But even more importantly, take care of the football. No turnovers, no big plays for the other team, and keep the clock moving.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be marked down at the 2-yard line. He already had the 1 fumble loss, so now 2 fumbles lost here in this first half.
Not setting the pace the way that you want it done. I mean, here in the first half, already twice the ball's come out and hit the turf. Got to find a way to take care of it. Otherwise, they may have to start thinking about maybe someone different at that position.
How about this starting field position? 1st and goal from 2 yards out. They'll try the left side. Dye. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Jacobs. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down. on now the Miami field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Dolphins will add on to their lead.
So golden field position there is squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a first-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a short kick taken at about the 16.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On third down, Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Bills send the punter out. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports halftime reports. First, though, let's get a check on the next-gen stats from that first half for the Bills. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started from the 6. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Dye. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Okay,